Part 5, here we go. This is all about the personal stuff, and you could say that this could be the deep work that will help all of the other areas, and it's really important to check in with it every step of the way. We know this phrase, what's got you here won't get you there. However, some of it will. Some of it will. So it's now time to really tune in, listen, refine, define, pay attention to the things that get you moving. Your why, essentially. That connection to something bigger. That sassy part of you that's like, yeah, I'll show them, whatever it might be. However, it's only going to get you so far if the goals that you want to reach, the growth that you want to have is bigger. So, for example, let's use a running analogy. If you are a confident, consistent, regular 5K runner and you then now want to run a marathon, yes, they're both running. Yes, they're going to require you showing up for a number of miles. But what's required of you is very, very different. And we cannot think that they're just the same. We cannot assume that it's just more miles, isn't it? It's just more of the same. It is not more of the same. Anybody who has run a marathon will tell you it's a very different skill to a 5K. So whatever your goals are, as soon as that voice kicks in of going, I'll just stay the same and I'm sure it will be fine. You are being called for more, for something else. So let's see what's going on there. Number 2, the day-to-day consistent steps are going to keep you, what am I saying? Going to keep you moving. I think that's what I'm saying. I know what I'm going to say. My mum talks about this thing of the wavy line, and how in life, the wavy line is a lovely place to be, actually. So a little bit above, a little bit below. But if we are constantly up and down and round, it feels exhausting. It's a lot on our nervous system. It feels unpredictable. Doesn't feel very grounding, and we can't quite find our way with it. And so I want you to think about your goals for this month in how can you almost create that rhythm, that bass line or that drum beat that centers you, that grounds you every step of the way. That could be putting in some activities every day, or punctuating your actions with certain different types of things. This is going to be great for you so you can see where you are. So you have that rhythm, because there will be times during the course of the month where you can go quicker. There's going to be other times also where you're going to need to pull back and relax and release and just rest up a little bit more. But if you have and you set that tone, you know what you're coming back to, rather than be like, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what I'm doing. So create a little bit of bass or a drum line underneath that. Number 3, notice your squeaks. Otherwise, they will be the only thing that you hear. If you've ever been in a car or in a room where there's a fly, or on a bike, and it's just like, we know, or a smoke alarm, all of that. At first, it's like in the background, is there a fly? Or did I just hear the smoke alarm? Is there something wrong with my bike? Unless you pay attention to it, it's only going to get louder and more all-consuming, let's just say. So I want you to notice those squeaks and make a plan to get rid of them. The squeak could also be in your mindset as well. If that is the case, set yourself up for success, have a conversation with it, and look at how you can release it. Finally, look for 2 more. Look for expansive spaces, or spaces in which you feel expanded. Maybe that's a networking. Maybe that's meeting a friend. Maybe that's joining a course. Maybe that's you going to yoga and stretching out your body. Maybe that's you lying on your living room floor in the middle of the day to recalibrate and meditate and regroup and find yourself once again. We think that we can just continue with this comfy, cozy energy, But actually what we need to do is expand. Even if you do that with your body a couple of times where you go little, big, little, big. When you get into that big state, that's when you're like, oh, okay, there's so much more available to me here. Finally, you know these big goals you want to do this month, all the stuff you want to be, do, have, and feel, the success you're going to have, the rhythms, the stuff you're going to break through, the incredible things that are cooking and that finally come to fruition. Some people are going to be annoyed and triggered and irritated that you are doing that. And some of them might even tell you, or some of them might talk about you behind your back. This is life. This is life. We're not going to be for everybody. And the sooner that we realize that, the more free we can be. I mean, that should go on a t-shirt, obviously. And the flip side of that is somebody is going to love your energy. They're going to be in your flow. They're going to send you a message of thanks, even if you've never spoken before, going, oh, you've suddenly opened something for me. Something clicked. Thank you very much. I've been thinking about this, and then you said that, and now this thing in my head has become so much clearer. All of it. Welcome it all in. The people who are not going to get it, no worries. You don't have to convince them. They're too busy living their lives, and you can live your life too. I hope you have a brilliant month ahead. I would love to help and support you. We can work together side by side throughout the month and really get some great plans moving and shaking. To find out more, come on over. Let's have a chat and we'll go from there. Lots of love. Bye.